Start that bitch over, man. We only live in one way. It's Monday through Sunday, man. You dig what I'm saying, man? It's Saturday, man. We here 7 days a week, guys. If you can, hit the like button on the show, subscribe, tell all your people, your friends, your family, your coworkers about the show as well, guys. So join the channel as a member as well, guys. I did send that play out last night. We did get some nice CLV in that one, but I still like it at the current number. Let's get some cash today. It's Saturday, LJ. We got our guy LJ Sports Media here with us, man. We cash on Saturdays. L Jizzle, how you doing, my brother? Everything cool with you?
Man, I'm doing great, J Money. Coming off a decent night last night. Hit the Hawks minus the 4. We missed the over by 2 points, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I think it was the right bet. Just missed it by 2 points. And I took FAU live money line over Memphis last night. So I had a good night last night, but you know what we here for, Jay.
Yeah,
it's about this
today.
NBA cash. You see what I'm saying? So, and I do believe I have a winning record since I debuted on your show, my guy. So let's keep this winning streak going and get the people some cash.
Let's keep it going, my brother. It's all business here on the show. We're not here to waste your time. We're going to run through these games in a nice little 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Say what we got to say and then get up out of here, my brother. Like I say, we're always trying to cash here. It's Us Against the Bookies. Hit the like button if you really do like the show and you appreciate us going live Monday through Sunday. You see what I'm saying? We're going to be live tomorrow as well, man. But it's all business here. Let's go over here to the streets of New York here. First game up here, LJ. We got the Knicks here getting a point at the house versus the Denver Nuggets in this one, my brother. Over and under sitting at 231 as well. How you liking this game, my brother? Tough one, right? Early start. This one starts at 1 p.m. Eastern, so this one's gonna be going live in an hour. In this one, LJ, do you have some looks on this game?
Yeah, I definitely have a look in this game, Jake. Everybody knows how I feel about the Knicks first half at home. It's always an easy bet for me, but they're playing Denver, and Denver doesn't play well versus this division. They're only 2-5 versus the Atlantic Division, and they're 8-13 ATS on the road as a road favorite. So I don't believe that we're going to just expect Denver to come in here and just put it on the Knicks as this number is saying minus the 2. But far as analyzing the game, Denver, this is the 10th game. They have 10 games this month versus the East. So they've been smashing the West pretty much the whole season. Now they're coming into this East Coast. So we're really going to see how Denver matches up versus this Eastern Conference. And like I said, they've been losing recently. They're 2-5 straight up in the last 7 in the first half. They're 1-5 ATS in their last 6 first halves on the road versus the East. So that brings me to my play. I'm on the Knicks first half. I don't know what the number is, so if you can help me with that, you can tell me what the number. But the
first
Knicks,
half should be plus a half, my brother.
Okay, plus a half. That's what I'm on, my guy, because the Knicks 6-2 versus the Northwest Division. They're 7-1 straight up in the first half, 6-2 ATS in the first half versus the West at home. The only 2 losses that they had was in overtime versus the Lakers and the Clippers. So they do well versus this division. So last time they played, Randall had 34-11, 4 steals. Jokic didn't play that last game, the first game that they played. So it's going to be interesting to see how he matches up versus Randall and see how that matchup goes. But all in all, don't want to talk too much. I'm on the Knicks first half because they're 26-8-1 ATS in the first half at home. So I'm not stepping in front of that.
Yeah, I couldn't talk you off whatsoever. I got LJ here liking the Knicks in the first half plus a half. I don't have a look on this game. I do think that Brunson's going to play. So if you like the Knicks, obviously the Nuggets have been playing very lackluster, right? So they kind of somewhat picked it up in the last game versus the Pistons. We're damn near finna lose that one, man, but did end up winning that one by 19 points. They were laying 15 in that one. So like I say, this line opened up at 2. It's down to 1, somewhat 1.5. Brunson is game time decision. I think I've seen him come off a little practice or something yesterday, man. So if you do like the Knicks, you probably and even first half, you probably want to go ahead and get on this because I do think that Brunson will get ruled in. This is the first game back at the house after a little road trip here for the Knicks, but they did have 3 days off rest, so it's not necessarily the same when you only have 1 day rest. Real quick, shout out to Parlay Graham in the chat, man, for that $20 tip, my brother. Appreciate you, my brother, for sure. But our Sean Murphy, he's saying he liked the Nuggets as everybody liking the Nuggets in the chat, man. Angel Reyes liking the Nuggets minus 1.5 full game. Or our guy, who's that? My guy Sean Murphy as well taking them them -4 on the alternate line. So this is a tough one for me. Like I said, the Nuggets been way too lackluster for me. Obviously, they probably are the better overall team. They do have revenge as well. They did lose. When was that? November 16th. So this was early season. The Knicks were on a back-to-back coming from Utah and come out there and beat them boys 106 to 103 at now as 2-point underdogs. So the Knicks have already shown that they can play well versus the Nuggets in this one. Really tough game for me. And personally, I don't like to bet these matinee games as well, man. So tough one for me, but I'm rooting for my guy LJ here with the Knicks in the first half. That's what we're looking at in this one, my brothers. Like I say, Brunson looks like he's probably going to play in this game. That's what it looks like.
I need Brunson to play. I'll be more confident if he plays.
He should be in there, my brother. He should be in there. Let's go over here to the streets of LA here, man. We're going cross country. Clippers here, laying 6.5 points here at the house versus the Magic. We know that Kawhi's not playing. First ever back-to-back for the Clippers as well. This team has been playing well here, LJ. Obviously, the Magic have been covering some spreads here as well. They're 19-5-1 against the spread on the road, although they are only 3-7 straight up and 4-6 against the spread last 10. Do you think they can keep it going here and get another cover like they just did versus the Phoenix Suns here, my guy?
Hey, man, it's possible. They can get this covered. You know, Orlando plays pretty decent on the road, but at the same time, the Clippers, it's only one way to look with them. And I've been mentioning this often on your show. First quarter under. They do not score a lot of points in the first quarter. They're 7-8 as an under home favorite as well. So full game under. That's what the Clippers do. But the stat is 10-2 in their last 12 in the first quarter under home versus the East. They're 9-3 to the under first quarter in their last 12 games overall. So there's no need for me to talk anymore. I'm going to take the under first quarter, and I'm just going to stay away from the game because this is a revenge spot for the Clippers. They did lose to Orlando in overtime in Orlando earlier, but I believe the Magic can stay in this game. They're 5-2 ATS in their last 7 on the road versus the Clippers. So I'm just going to stay off the full game. I'm going to trust to get my money where I've been getting it all this time because both of these teams are bottom 5 first quarter points, averaging 56 points total in the last game. So let's stay on the first quarter under Clippers.
Hey, and last time you come on the show, we cashed on the first quarter under as well. That one went way under as well, man. This is the 5th straight home game for the Clippers here, guys. They come in off 2 days rest in this game. And before the last game, they had 3 full days of rest. So only one game in the last 7 days for the Clippers in this one. Real rested in this one. Like I say, 5th straight home game. They are 4-0 straight up in the last 4 in these last 4 games as well. 4-1 straight against the spread as well. So the Clippers have been playing some good ball. We know that the Magic have the size and length to stick with the best of them in this one, man. So shout out to my guy LJ for playing on this one. First quarter under in this one. Could not talk you off. And the way you break it down sounds good as well, especially with no Kawhi Leonard out there as well. Magic can struggle scoring, but they can play some really good defense. I like the first quarter under angle for our guy LJ in this one, man. I appreciate the look on this one, man. Let's head over here to the next game. We're going over here to the streets of Indiana here, guys. I still had the damn Spurs game up. Let's go over here to the streets of Indiana. Pacers getting 6 points at the house versus the Philadelphia 76ers in this one. I hadn't seen many props for this one. Y'all know me. I'm only looking towards Embiid props. I'm probably not going to take them on a back-to-back, though. We don't even know who all is going to play. I know on DK right now, they usually have the props out overnight. They don't even have them out right now. So maybe they thinking somebody might rest for the Sixers in this one. But y'all know if Embiid plays, this is the MVP campaign. I'll be honest, I'm not taking this prop today with full honesty, but I'm only looking Embiid props as long as he plays in this one. He's really going for the MVP. He's trying to get 30. He's trying to get like 40 and 15 every single night here. You see what I'm saying? So his numbers can compete with Jokic's over there. So that's the only thing I'm looking at in this one. Pacers obviously coming off that win versus the Bucks in that one, where we had the Pacers plus 13.5 in that. But LJ, what you like in this game, my brother?
Man, I can look towards the over in this game, man. Both these teams are trending to the over. The last 5 home games of the Pacers have averaged 260 as a total. And 2 of those games went into overtime. So it's been scoring a lot. But as far as breaking down this game, the 76ers, they do well versus this division. 11-3 versus the Central. They're 13-6 to the over as a road favorite. 11-8 ATS as a road favorite overall. And far as the first half, though, is where they struggle. Typically, they're 9-14 ATS in the last 23 in the first half. Only 4-5 straight up in the last 9. Now, the Pacers are 15-8 ATS as a home dog. So they do play well in this spot. And they're 7-1 ATS in their last 8 at home versus the Sixers. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Pacers pull this game out. And you're saying Embiid possibly could rest. If he rests, they definitely can pull it out. But I do believe that they're going to need his scoring to stay in this game versus the Pacers. The Pacers have been playing well as of late. At home, they're 13-9 at home versus the East. So I would not be surprised if the Pacers stay in this game and possibly win. But for us to get some money, let's trust this over 231.5, because I believe there will be points being scored either with Embiid or not. So that's my play, over 231.5.
I could not talk you off, my guy. Shout out to my guy D Williams in the chat, man. Appreciate that $20 tip, my brother. But yeah, no Halliburton in this one. Coming off a huge win. It's a tough game for me. They are 3-1 straight up in their last 4 games. If you look at it, the Pacers aren't really far out of the play-in tournament. They can, even though it seemed like they didn't really care about making it, they're not so far off, man. So, but I don't like the spot for them. They've been playing a ton of road games here. This is their 8th road game in their last 10 games. I mean, not road game. They're coming off of 7 road games in their last 9. So they come back to the house here off 3 straight road games. A huge game versus Milwaukee as well. Still no Halliburton. We know the Pacers team is a lot different without Halliburton, but they did play well in the last game. The Sixers, they're kind of on one right now, man. Won 7 straight games, 5-2 ATS last 7 as well. This is 3rd game in 4 nights, plus a back-to-back all on the road. But the guys didn't even really have to play in the 4th quarter. They were smacking their ass by 40 points, man. So personally, I'm only looking towards the Sixers here. Do need to see who they're going to play in this one. They might rest a guy or two, but the script with the Sixers right now is Harden's going for a triple-double every night. His assists are cashing over because he's getting them to Joel Embiid, and Joel Embiid's points and rebounds, and assists. All the shit's going over for Embiid lately. Points, rebounds, assists, all separately. His points and rebounds are cashing, points and assists cashing, and his PRAs are going over as well, guys. So that's the script with Embiid and Harden. I found the Harden is getting his assists as well to Embiid. So it's a double up in my opinion. So see if those 2 guys playing. I'm not playing this game because I don't want them on a back-to-back, but Joel Embiid should still feast in this one down low. This is another good matchup here for him. Cannot talk you off Joel Embiid. Points and rebounds, points and assists once again here, guys. On the spread, I still kind of lean to the Sixers here. This could be a letdown spot for the Pacers in this one, my guys. And like I say, the Sixers are just on one right now, but our guy LJ rocking with the over in this one, my guy. Let's go over here to the streets of Toronto here. Raptors land 9.5 points at the house versus the Wolves. In this one, over and under sitting at 224. We know that prayers up to Anthony Edwards. Hopefully he's not out for too long, but looks like he's going to be out for the foreseeable future in this one. You should have known that if you was watching the game last night. So if you like the Raptors, you should have got a 7.5 last night. I still didn't even trust him to lay the 7.5, LJ. I knew in Edwards. I'm still I'm looking at 7.5. Like, I still don't want it because guess what? Raptors got the Bucks on deck tomorrow. What are we doing in this one, Jizzle?
There's only one way to look in this game, Jay. And I just hate Anthony Edwards is hurt, because it would have been interesting, because both these teams are excellent in the first quarter. Minnesota is 5-1. Well, no, I'm going to go even further. 10-2 straight up in the first quarter on the road versus the East on the season. 13-1 ATS in the first quarter on the road. 9-3 ATS in their last 12 in the first quarter. Now, Toronto, they're 9-4 at home versus the West, so they play well in this spot. They have the most wins versus the division in this spot at home versus the West. First quarter, Toronto, 21-9-1 straight up in their last 31 first quarters. 8-3-1 in their last 12. 13-2 straight up in their last 15 in the first quarter at home, Jay. Number 1 in the league last 3, 37 points in the first quarter averaging. Plus 8 first quarter point differential last 3, number 1 in the NBA. So there's only one way to look. The fact that Anthony Edwards is hurt now, that's 28 points that he was scoring this month is gone. So I don't see how Minnesota is going to keep up with the Raptors in this first quarter, considering how well the Raptors play in this spot. I never take the Raptors full game. I can't trust them. They could lose a lead. But the first quarter is where the Raptors get their money. So best bet of the day, first quarter Raptors minus the 3.5.
I like it. I like it, LJ. I should have hopped on this one, man, because you're right. So it's already the third straight home game for the Raptors as well, so they have the advantage. They've had
Mm-hmm.
a day off of rest. Timberwolves coming off a double overtime game without their
Mm-hmm.
best player by far. It's definitely going to hurt the offense. It's definitely going to be an adjustment period. And when you're coming on the road back to back off double overtime, that's not a good spot as well. You're going to get in late, no matter
Mm-hmm.
what city you're in or flying to. You're going to get in late, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. That's going to throw off your whole routine, your sleep routine, all that good stuff. So it's usually one of those where the team has to figure it out throughout the game. Full game, the Wolves might be able to cover the spread, but yeah, no, that's a fact right there. Raptors first quarter is a top look in this game. LJ, you make a damn good point that way, and it makes perfect sense as well. It goes with my first quarter system as well, riding with the home teams that hadn't had to travel anywhere, fading
Mm-hmm.
the road teams like this on the back to back. So that's a damn good point there, LJ. If it you said 3.5, then I wish I could have got that 2.5, man. It's crazy because our guy Ernest in the chat said the same thing that he like Raptors in the first quarter as well. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it said 3.5. It's too high for me, but I do like the look, LJ. That should be that's the right side in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Raptors should come out here, build the lead early and often, man. That's a good sharp ass look there, LJ. I like it, my brother. Let's get over here to the streets of Chicago here. Bulls getting 3 points at the house versus the Miami Heat here. Personally, I could only look towards the Heat in this one, man. I thought this spread would go up higher than this by now. Obviously, the Bulls hadn't had to travel anywhere, right? So they are on a double overtime game, but they didn't have to travel anywhere. But you look at the Heat, they come in here with 2 days off rest and have double revenge as well. They've lost both meetings to the Bulls so far this year.
Mm-hmm.
Those were at home in Miami. Some tells me that the Heat will get the other 2 games in Chicago here. So I'm only looking towards the Heat here, -3. Couldn't talk you off sprinkling on Heat here, -3, with the major rest advantage here, LJ.
Yeah, I couldn't talk you off the Heat either, man. I'm not going to play this game, but I would trust the Bulls in the first half, considering they're 22-10 ATS in the first half in the last 32 games, and they're 5-2 ATS in the first half, their last 7 versus the East. So if you want to play the Bulls, play them early because the Heat are 6-13 on the road versus the East, 7-16 ATS last 3 first half. So they don't play well in the first half, but they could come back and cover this game because they're 5-0 ATS in their last 5 on the road versus the Bulls. So those conflicting factors kept me off this game, but I would lean the Bulls first half, considering how they come out early and smash the teams, considering how Miami has to start off slow, and then they have the second half to come out and figure out the team and possibly cover the spread and win the game. But I'm off the game for as a side.
Yeah, like I say, yeah, the Bulls, like, they need to win these games, but I mean, come on now, it was just way too many minutes for the guys last night, man. They had to. I'll tell you this: the Bulls shouldn't have been struggling like that versus the Wolves, especially after Anthony Edwards went down. So this game shouldn't even really win into overtime. It shouldn't have went into double overtime as well. They making dumb, this man, 8-second violations, shit like that, man. How do you let that happen? DeRozan has way too much experience to be let things like that happen, man. Zach LaVine, 39 points, 47 minutes. DeMar DeRozan, 49 points, 52 minutes, guys.
Wow.
Vucevic played 46 minutes as well, man. So heavy minutes for a top-heavy Bulls team. I know the Bulls need to win this game, but when I looked at it, I'm like, hold on. The Heat already have the rest advantage, 2 days off. They're starting to play a lot better, coming off 2 straight wins, 3 out of the last 4 as well. Then you throw in the fact that they have double revenge as well. I could only look towards the Heat full game here, -3, my guys. I could only the double revenge.
They're favored for a reason.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact right there. Then when it went to double overtime, it's like, yeah, I could only look towards Heat -3. Like I said, I couldn't talk you off a sprinkle on Heat -3. It's not my best look of the day, but I do think it will cash, guys. I do think it will cash.
Jalen Brunson just got ruled in, available to play.
It makes perfect sense. Hey,
let's go.
Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go over here to the streets of Washington D.C. here. LJ Wizards getting 2.5 points here at the house versus the Sacramento Kings in this one, laying 2.5. Kings have the rest advantage. The Wizards have damn near given up on the season in this one. Obviously, it's probably not going to be no Huerter in this one, but what are we doing? Are we rocking with the Kings in this one, LJ?
Yes, we are rocking with the Kings, Jake. This is my second best bet of the day. Kings are 11-5 ATS as a road favorite, 5-0 ATS in their last 5 on the road, 4-1 straight up in their last 5 on the road versus the East. So it was an easy cap for me. Plus, let's get into the game though. Kings 7-3-1 in their last 11 first quarter to the over. 8-3 in their last 11 first half against the spread. 7-4 in their last 11 first half to the over. They're averaging 30-31 points on the road in the first quarter, Jay. They come out smashing for like the Kings. They put up points. Now the Wizards, they trend to the over at home as well. They're 10-5-1 to the over as a home dog, and they're 23-10 first quarter over at home. So I won't be mad at a first quarter over, which I just think I talked myself onto it. So first quarter over, and then I'm taking the full game Kings minus the 3 because I believe they have the best road record as a Western Conference team, 21-13. So they play well on the road. They've been smashing on the road versus the East. So 8-2 in their last 10. The Kings are on the road. I'm not stepping in front of it. So let me get this money while I can. Kings over first quarter, full game minus the 3.
I like it. I couldn't talk you off, man. And like I say, the Wizards have low key damn near quit on the season as well, man. So that's why I definitely couldn't talk you off the Kings here. The Wizards only 2-6 straight up in their last 8 games, 2-6 ATS as well, man. I want no parts of the Wizards right now. They did have 2 days off before the last game, but the way that they played versus last night in Cleveland, man, they just got smacked up from start to finish. I want no parts of the Wizards. Wizards probably gonna be like the Blazers, where they just kind of tuned out their coach and they're a fade for the rest of the season here. So Kings 8-2 straight up last 10 games. They had no problems with the Bulls and the Nets in the last game in this one. So I don't understand why the Kings can't keep it going in this one here, LJ. It's not a bet for me, but I couldn't talk you off the Kings in this one, my brothers. Like I say, the Wizards are damn near giving up on the season in this one, man. Anything else on this game, LJ, before we get to the next? You like first quarter over, right?
First quarter over and full game minus the 3. Not to mention the Wizards are 1-5 in their last 6 at home versus the West. One of those losses, Jay, was against the Warriors, and we already know how horrible the Warriors are on the road. So that lets me know right there. The Kings don't play well at home versus the West. So
nah, I'm right there with you. Let's go over here to that game then, LJ. Grizzlies land 2 points at the house versus the Warriors, my brother. How we doing? Total sitting at 234 as well, my brother. What's up, Ronald?
Man, Jay, I was going to talk this game out with you because I want you to talk me on the Warriors, Jay. Can you talk me on to these Warriors? I mean, we know how they are on the road, 7-28. They're only 4-16 on the road versus the West, but they're 9-4 versus this division. So that's letting me know that the Warriors may have a shot tonight, Jay. Memphis on a back-to-back. They played they had to exert a lot of energy to come back and win this game in overtime versus the San Antonio Spurs. Man, no. I think you're gonna talk me on to these Warriors, Jay. Talk me on.
I think so too. We hopped on the Warriors. I hopped on the Warriors plus 4.5 and the money line plus 160 last night. I need the Warriors to win this game. I'll be honest. I didn't think it was gonna go down this far. I thought people were gonna hate this game. I thought that it actually might even go up or something, or you know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, we don't know if Curry and the guys gonna play. I'm on the Warriors here. Best bet of the day. I still like the +2. I think the Warriors win this game. Nobody fucking likes it. I love it. Like I say, I took them last night plus the 4.5. I woke up in the middle of the night. It was still at +4. Then I wake up this morning down to +2. I'm like, damn, man, some people are actually taking this. I didn't think that they were going to be on it, man. So I thought this was going to be contrarian play today. I still think that people are going to be taking the Grizzlies here. Oh, the Warriors horrible on the road. They've lost 10 in a row. Guess what? They hear the noise. They've been teetering on a win on the road. They played the Clippers close. They played the Hawks close last night as well. Unfortunately, it is third game in 4 nights on the road, but I don't care. You look at the Grizzlies here, it's still their third game in 4 nights as well. They've had to travel more. They're coming off 3 straight road games as well, and fourth game in 6 nights as well, plus a back-to-back, and they had an overtime game in there. So you're down 29 points to the Spurs in the third quarter and have to exert all that energy just to come back. Then they go to overtime as well. I was already going to be on the Warriors. When I went to overtime, it's like, this is good, man. Now, I know that the Grizzlies hate the Warriors. They're going to want to win this game. They're going to want to even it up at 2-2, but I don't think they have enough energy in this one. I don't think they have enough offense. As long as everyone plays for the Warriors will win this game. They probably win by double digits as well. The Warriors will take the Grizzlies to Smack City in this one. So like I say, I'm on plus 4.5 last night with a sprinkle on the money line. I still like the +2. Obviously, I'm trying to win the game. You see what I'm saying? I think the Warriors get over that speed bump tonight. Tonight is the night. Today is the day that they get off of that losing streak on the road in this one. So Warriors, and I'll be honest, LJ, I like them early and often as well, my brother. What did I talk you into?
You talk me on, Jay. You talk me on. I'm on the Warriors with you, Jay. We cashing today. I believe they will get off the schneid. They're catching Memphis vulnerable, coming off our overtime loss on win versus the Spurs. Warriors smashing early and often. And I might even take the over first quarter because the Warriors are 22-13 to the over first quarter on the road. So I may take them early and often, Jay, but you didn't talk me on full game +1 Warriors, man. Let's cash today, Jay.
It's down to +1 or what?
It's +1. I got +1.
Good Lord.
Right now.
Man. What book is that?
I'm saying bet online.
Damn. But yeah, no, it's sharp money. I mean, it should be scared of it. The way I'm looking at it, Warriors win this game. Simple. Yeah. So I mean, when you in this open up at 5 at FanDuel and then 4.5 everywhere else, then FanDuel start coming down and it's slowly but surely it's coming down. Give me Warriors.
And it's a revenge game too.
Yeah, but I
Warriors say.
Yeah, no, it's a revenge game. Like I said, they get Draymond here back tonight. Give me Warriors. Hopefully Steph, Clay, everybody plays in this one. But yeah, everybody playing, they're getting out. They're tired of the noise, man. Yeah. Of losing on the road. They can beat this version of the Grizzlies. They can beat this team, my guys. So give me Warriors. So. I wouldn't be surprised if the Warriors come out here in the first quarter, get things cracking early, hitting some shots, hitting some threes, and then play from a lead. Play with the lead in this game, guys. So I actually lean Warriors first quarter, first half, full game. But I did send out to the members channel +4.5 guys last night. I did, man. Last game up. Let's go over here to the streets of Utah here. Jazz getting 4 points at the house versus the Celtics. LJ.
Yeah, Jay, you know me. I don't bet Celtics games. I don't even look at Celtics games. And the Jazz, I don't even want to attempt to even try to cap them, bro. So I believe it'd just be a waste of time for me to try to analyze this. But we already know Boston, first quarter, first half is usually the bet for them. That's where they consistently perform at. But far as me, I've made a decision since last year after that championship versus the Warriors that I will never bet any more Boston Celtics games. And that's where I'm at.
I'm right there with you, man. Yeah, I don't care about this game. Jazz, they have 4 days off rest. They're coming off a 6-game road trip and no one they starting a homestand here. In theory, you'd like to fade the Celtics here. This will be their 4th game in 6 nights, all on the road as well. So let me see, back-to-back, 3rd game in 4 nights, 4th and 6th as well, all on the road, back-to-back, a 5th game of a long road trip as well. I don't have much on this game, guys. Are the Celtics the much better team? You damn right they are. Could they possibly rest a few guys here? It's probably going to happen, man. So I don't want to bet the Jazz here. They do have the rest advantage, but coming off 6 straight road games, sorry, guys, just don't have a strong look on this game, man. I'm sorry, man. But I do on that Warriors game. Yeah, let's get out of here, man. Let's recap the free picks here, LJ. We went through the whole card in 27 minutes, man. Nicely done. That's just how we do it. We get on here, we break down what we have to get on, give the people the plays, and we get up out of here, my brother. What you liking on the card? You got to play them there on every game, man. What we like it, LJ?
No, I just had leans, but 3 officials. You talked me on that Warriors +1. Full game. I may take the money line too. So I just believe they're catching Memphis in a vulnerable spot, and they play well versus the division, 9-4 versus the division, and Memphis is only 6-9 versus the Pacific. So I believe the Warriors get off the schneid and finally win a road game today. Toronto -3.5 first quarter. Once again, you catching vulnerable for his first quarter. So, and the fact that Anthony Edwards is hurt, that takes a lot away from your offense. So I'm on the Raptors first quarter -3.5, and I'm on the Knicks. Brunson just got available to play. So I'm confident now the Knicks will come out in the first half. They're +1/2, that is. Yeah, +0.5. Yeah, I believe the Knicks handle business at home first half where they could consistently cash it. So those are my top 3 plays for the day for you, Jay.
Got you, guys. So Knicks first half, Clippers Magic under on the first quarter, right?
Yeah, I forgot about
then
that
the
one.
Raptors in the first quarter.
I forgot about that one. Yeah.
And then what was the one on the Kings game? Did you have some? You had Kings first quarter over, right, or what?
I did full game.
We're gonna stay off the first quarter.
We're gonna stay off the first quarter.
Okay.
Just take the full game. -3, right?
Kings full game. Yes, sir.
You know why I didn't say it? Because it's not on my book. They took it off. That's why I don't see it. So
okay.
But when it comes back on official, Kings -3 full game.
Got you. I like it, my brother. Yeah, for me, man, top look of the day. Like I said, Warriors last night +4.5. I still like the -2. The way I'm looking at the game, the Warriors will win this game. I lean their way in the first quarter and first half as well. Obviously, my top spot is they're going to do whatever the fuck they have to come out on top in this game. So full game is the top look. But the way I see it, they should come out here with some in the first quarter, first half as well, with some juice. Because you don't really want to get down. You don't want to let the Grizzlies start feeling themselves in this one. But I do think the Grizzlies will run out of gas in this game more than the Warriors. Warriors really trying to get over that speed bump of losing on the road, guys. This is the game. Y'all know I hadn't taken them a single game on the road, so this is the spot that I'm taking them. If you don't like to play, you don't have to bet it. I'm not telling you that you have to bet it, and I wasn't trying to talk anybody on it as well. I'm simply telling you what I'm on. If you like to ride with me, let's cash it. And honorable mention, man, I do a heavy lean to the Heat -3, double revenge spot. They're coming off 2 days rest as well. Bulls, big three played heavy minutes. Everybody played over 47 minutes in that one. I'd be very surprised if the Heat didn't get it done in this one full game. Could the Bulls come out with some first quarter, first half? They should, but it might be a spot where you can get a better number with the Heat full game, but I do think they'll get it done. And I also think that's a really sharp look with the Raptors in the first quarter in that one. It's an adjustment period for the Timberwolves as well. It is 3 straight home games for the Raptors as well, so they hadn't had to fly anywhere. They definitely have the advantage there in the first quarter, but Warriors for me, guys, +2. That's the only official for me today, man. Best bet. Let's cash it. Like I say, heavy lean Warriors first quarter, first half, Heat full game, and the Raptors in the first quarter. That's the show today. 601 people watching live, man. Hit the like button. If you really do like the show, hit the like button. Why wouldn't you do that, man? Subscribe to the channel as well, and also tell your friends, your coworkers, your family. If you see people at the sports book, tell them, hey, look, man, follow my guy Jay Money on his YouTube channel, giving out free picks every single day. It's Us Against the Bookies. If you'd like to join the channel, it's only $4. Guys, you can join the channel, get access to night shows, and I'm sending out live bets. We cashed on the Bulls live yesterday, and sending out plays overnight as well, guys. So it's only $4, man. If it's too much for you, I don't know what to tell you, my guys. You can wait till 1 p.m. Eastern for the shows every day, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in to the show, man. It's all love and chat. It's all positive vibes. We're trying to cash for ourselves. We're trying to cash for y'all as well. Working for you guys 7 days a week. Let's fucking go, man. Let's get this cash. Dub Nation, baby. We out.
We out.